Hello there, running-ears. It's Manny again. And guys, if you remember a while back, I did a video on how to slow down resellers when it comes to merchandise. And guys, I think Disney did a pretty good job about this one. Now, if you remember in that video, I gave some suggestions of what Disney could do. I think they basically did what I thought they would do. They just took it a step further. So, it does have some drawbacks. It's got some setbacks for you guys. So it's not perfect. But remember I told you guys, in order to do this and really eliminate all resellers, there's gonna be some kind of sacrifice. And so guys, that's what I kept saying. It's gonna be some kind of sacrifice. Sure enough, I'll talk about it. I'll go into detail. Before I do, guys, really quick, guys, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been growing it. We're almost at 500. Guys, at the expo, I'm going to be giving out business cards, and I'm also going to be giving out a surprise. I'll talk about the surprise next time, because then we're going to be heading into the expo. But guys, subscribe to the channel. Basically, share this information with the people out there, and let's get right to it. So first off, we got that email. Let's take a look at that email. So the email is very basic. It just basically gives you a link to more information, and when we click on that link, it takes us here to the virtual queue process. It's a very simple process, and guys, if you have done virtual queue in the past for Cosmic Rewind, for Ratatouille, Remy's Adventure, this is going to be basically the same thing. It goes step-by-step instruction. As a matter of fact, when you get down to this part of the page, so step 1, you have to download the My Disney Experience app, and so you're going to have to go and look at there. As a matter of fact, if you go look right now, especially if you're registered for the run, you can already see that you have access to that as of now. So now all you're going to have to do is make sure that all your party is included. But as you look here, the virtual queue step by step, so it's all going to be here. So guys, click through it, take a look at it. If you have any questions, please even ask and comment down below. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. But make sure that you're in there. It'll give you a notification, just like it does on Cosmic Rewind, tell you it's time to head back over there. There's going to be a section where you're going to be able to show them your queue, your QR code, whatever it is, and you're going to be able to go into the merchandise part of the expo. So you don't need this to go into any other part of the expo. It's just going to be the merchandise part. And so if you look here and you look at some of the rules, one of the things that it really stands out is 45 miles away. So you within 45 miles you will be able to sign up, but anything outside of 45 miles you won't be able to sign up. So some good information there, but all of a sudden I went and took a look at my app, because obviously we have to do it through My Disney Experience app, and well, let's look at my app. So when you click on My Disney Experience app, it obviously will take you here. Mine is logging in. It says there my proper name. And as I sign in, I am going to be able to show you guys where to be able to look to get into the virtual queue. So now here it goes. Sometimes it may be on this page, but if you look at the bottom right hand corner, when you click, you get on this page. And yes, I'm Yoda. Go to virtual queues. I click on virtual queues. It says join on virtual queues. And if you look, I have Guardians of the Galaxy, but look at the top right hand corner. I already have the ESPN Expo right there. So when I click on that, it basically gives me the link. So I'm ready to go. Are you? So you guys can plainly see, go ahead and check your app right now, because you're probably in the same boat I'm in, where it's going to bring you up and it's going to basically prompt you that you're already there. The points that we have to make are very important. Number 1, if you are registered for the run and you don't see that, contact Run Disney as soon as possible. It could be a simple mix-up. It could be a simple thing that is just attached to one of your family members, something like that. They can fix that pretty quickly, but make sure that is fixed, or actually check your family members just in case they're coming, but it should be on yours. Number 2, with that said, if you have family and friends, so for example, if I have my friends that are going to be coming at meeting me at the run, they have to be under My Disney Experience for me to add them that morning, just like any virtual queue. So guys, make it a point that if they are not added yet, make sure to add them. Disney can do that pretty quickly. You can do that online. You can call them if you want to. I don't know what the wait times are right now on the phones, but you can get that done pretty quickly. But make sure you have that done. You don't want to do that the morning of. Worst case scenario, guys, is, again, if you guys are all registered for the run, then each one is going to be able to go in there and get their own virtual queue. The drawback is one person might get it right away, the next person might get it an hour later, another person might get it 4 hours later. So then you guys can't go to the merchandise part of the expo at the same time. So now a quick question that people will ask is, let's say there's 3 of us. I have 2 friends. I have John and I have James over here. John and James and all 3 of us are connected. So if we get on the app and all 3 of us at the same time go and log in and we actually try to get in. Let's say I get in right away and we have slot number 100. All right, that means that them 2 are going to be canceled out. So they're going to see that they were already in and it's going to be slot 100. So guys, if you guys want to see if you can cheat the system maybe by saying, all right, all of us are going to register and see who gets in first and then we'll just go with them, it'll actually cancel you out. It does the same thing for the rides. So I've done it before, and so once you're in, it actually tells you you're already in. Now, it does have its drawbacks. Number 1 is going to be, what about toddlers? What about kids that are not on My Disney Experience? If I were you, I'll try to add them as much as you can. I do have a feeling if they're 2-3 years old, babies, they're just going to forget about it. They're just going to let you in with those babies. Now, what happens, and this is going to be the case with a lot of people who are driving in from out of town. And if they're driving in from out of town, now they have to be 45 miles away, within 45 miles away. So what happens if they decide to come in, and now they're going to come in about 9 o'clock, and by the time they get closer, or I'm sorry, they want to come in at 9, so they can't get that virtual queue at 7:30. So that's one of the drawbacks, and this is where I told you guys, we're going to have to sacrifice a little bit. So guys, if you are out of town, and I'm not going to tell anybody how to live, but you know, if you can get into closer into town, maybe go have breakfast somewhere, hang out, maybe even come out to Disney Springs or something like that, and at least you can get there at 7:30, so within 45 minutes, so that way you can get your virtual queue. But that is a great question, because what happens if you're running the 5K and you're not able to get there? That means no, from what all intents and purposes, no merchandise for you guys. You're not going to be able to get until the next day, and if you want to stay, come back, whatever it is. But that's one of the things, that's one of the drawbacks. And it also looks like it's only going to be for day 1. After that, it's going to be open season. So guys, with that said, I think this is a way to control people. I think this control the resellers especially. Do I think people are still going to go and grab stuff and sell it on eBay? Of course I do. That's not going to ever stop. But guys, at least it's slowed them down. So guys, now it's up to us, guys, the runners themselves. So the runners now are going to be the ones responsible for hoarding everything. So if all of a sudden you see that something is sold out and it's on eBay for a lot of money, you can look around the expo and say, okay, the runners are the ones that are reselling it. So guys, that's about it for this video. Guys, I will be back next week with one last video with reminders, and I am going to do that elusive video on proper running etiquette. And that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I kept thinking I'll do it right before the runs. With that said, guys, I hope you're having a great time. I hope your training has gone well. I hope you guys are staying injury-free. I hope you guys are just enjoying the process. And I'm going to say, create a magical run, and see you sooner than later.